Hello again. Let's follow quickly on from yesterday's focus on verse 18 of chapter 2 of 1 Peter. And as we go into to verse 19, there's some explanation of why we are to submit ourselves to our master. So verse 19 says this: "For it is commendable if someone bears up under the pain of unjust suffering because they're conscious of God." It's tempting, isn't it? It's easy for us to retaliate, to want to retaliate like for like, to be cruel back, to be sharp-tongued back when somebody criticizes us or somebody treats us harshly, somebody mistreats or maltreats us. It's easy for us to jump off at the deep end and really have a go at them. But that's not what Peter is suggesting here. What Peter is suggesting is that we put up with that. We bear such unfairness in a gentle and loving and prayerful way. It's commendable if someone bears up under the pain of unjust suffering. So even when we're being mistreated by our employers or by people around us, this can apply to all sorts of areas of life. Even when we're being mistreated, even when we're perhaps being abused, or we feel that what is happening is close to persecution, we're to bear that because we have the strength of God, displayed wonderfully through Jesus Christ, that carries us and helps us. Now, of course, in our day, we have access to justice. We have access to be able to follow procedures. To if somebody is being truly offensive and hurtful and bullying towards us, then we can pursue that. But we're not to do so with bitterness. I think we're not to do so out of a place of anger. But if you do feel that you're being mistreated or abused or persecuted, then first of all, I would caution you to pray. Just take time to think through and take time lovingly, gently, respectfully to perhaps say to the person, look, I'm struggling with this. I think you're being unfair on me. Let's see what reaction comes from that. And if still your gripe, your grumble isn't properly answered, well, then we have recourse to the procedures that are laid out. The point I think that Peter is centrally bringing out here is that we're to do so with a calm head. We're to do so with an awareness that other people may be struggling and suffering themselves. We're to do so in a way that displays the gentle, humble grace of God in all that we do and all that goes on. So let me encourage you, particularly if this is happening, that you're finding life at work really tough, let me encourage you to just with justice, with gentleness, with humility, with grace, to seek whatever justice is right. But let's do so undergirded, surrounded, completely supported by prayer, that God will guide us, and as part of that God will help us to understand when to stop. So I pray that you're not being bullied, but even if you are, I pray that you know God's grace in the midst of all of that. Let me pray now. Lord, work is hard sometimes. We struggle with it, and we struggle with what goes on at work. But Lord, I just pray that you help us to bear good witness to you in the workplace, wherever we are and whenever we're doing it, for your glory. Amen. God bless. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.